this award to me for a reason, because when I couldn't get sober, he told me not to give up hope, and he urged me to find my faith.
I've never seen Hollywood quite so shaken by anything. So we'll see how it all shakes down, hopefully.
Yeah, he's gonna clear it up. Said hopefully he clears it up. Mel Gibson has been, I remember him from Lethal Weapon movies. I never thought he would turn into such a crusader for truth and his own justice, no matter what you guys think. I don't know, or no matter what anybody thinks. I said no matter what you guys, like you're taking their side, no matter what anybody thinks. But let's get to this, man. Let's get to the bottom of this, man. We got hot topics, funny people. This is the hot topics, though. This is Chris Kaliko Reacts, man. Come on.
King. I am the king of the world.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys, if you have not already. Let's get to this one, man. I'm interested to see this. It's a more serious subject. Like I said, we got hot topics and funny people. Let's get to it.
So we'll see how it all shakes down. Hopefully it clears the air a little bit.
Hollywood's not laughing. They're freaking out. Why? Because Mel's not playing by their rules anymore. He's saying what he thinks and people are listening. It's like he's got a megaphone and the Hollywood elite are covering their ears going, la la la, we can't hear you. So Mel Gibson's back and he's not playing Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Remember when Hollywood thought they'd canceled him for good? Yeah, that didn't work out so well for them. Gibson's been laying low for a while, but now he's stepping back into the spotlight with both barrels loaded. And let me tell you, the suits in Tinseltown are losing their minds. Picture this, a bunch of execs in a fancy boardroom sweating through their overpriced suits. They're watching Gibson's latest interviews on repeat, muttering, oh God, under their breath. What's got them so scared? It's simple. Gibson's not sticking to the script anymore. He's saying what he thinks, and he doesn't care who it offends.
Right.
But here's the thing. It's not just what Gibson's saying that's got them freaked out.
Okay.
It's who he is. This isn't some random actor mouthing off. This is Mel freaking Gibson. The guy's got Oscars. He's made blockbusters. He's got a fan base that'll follow him anywhere. When he talks, people listen, and that's Hollywood's worst nightmare. Think about it. Gibson's been in the game for decades. He knows where all the bodies are buried, so to speak.
Yeah, because he knows what's happening behind closed doors. There's a lot happening, man. I've been in the entertainment industry a long time. I know where some of the bodies are buried. Not literally, but technically I know some things that have happened, and it's like people try to keep these secrets. And yeah, it's time to let people know what's happening that are inquiring or that care about us. You know what I'm saying?
You have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be fucked over at some point.
Every time he opens his mouth, the bigwigs are probably wondering, what's he gonna spill next? It's like he's got a loaded gun pointed at the whole industry, and they're just waiting for him to pull the trigger. But here's what's really got them shook. Gibson's not just talking, he's making moves. He's got projects in the works that are flying in the face of everything Hollywood stands for right now. It's like he's building his own little empire right under their noses. So what's Gibson's endgame here? Is he just stirring the pot for kicks? Or does he have some master plan? Maybe he's trying to prove a point. Maybe he's out for revenge. Or maybe, just maybe, he's trying to change the game entirely. One thing's for sure, Gibson's not going away anytime soon. And every time he speaks up, every time he announces a new project, it's another earthquake in La La Land. The ground's shifting under their feet and they don't know how to stop it.
Right.
Ever wonder why some of these woke movies are tanking at the box office? It's not rocket science, folks. There's a massive audience out there that Hollywood's been giving the cold shoulder to. And now, they're finding their voice through Mel Gibson. But who are these people and why are they so pissed off? Let's break it down. We're talking about a huge chunk of moviegoers who feel like Hollywood's left them in the dust. These aren't just some random nobodies. No, these are the same folks who made Gibson a superstar in the first place. They're the ones who cheered for William Wallace in Braveheart and lined up to see Lethal Weapon. And guess what? They're still here, and they're not happy. So who exactly is Gibson speaking to? We're looking at a mix of people, but they've got a few things in common. They're tired of movies that feel like lectures. They want stories that entertain, not preach.
Well, that's what everybody wants. That's what they talk about on social media. Like, people want to be entertained. That's why the news sensationalizes stories. Like, whatever story that is. If you watch the news, because I try not to, I want to keep up with what's going on, but they sensationalize it because they want to entertain you, whether it's the truth or not. I believe he wants to tell the truth, but People just want to be entertained. People want to be educated too, but like kind of edutainment, I guess. I don't know.
And they're sick of feeling like the bad guys just because they don't agree with every little thing Hollywood says. You know what's funny? Hollywood's been so busy trying to please the Twitter mob that they forgot about these people. But Gibson, he remembers. He's making movies that these folks actually want to see. Take Sound of Freedom, for example. Hollywood didn't want you to see it, but it's become a phenomenon.
Sound of Freedom is smashing it at the box office and is being attacked continually by the mainstream. Is that because it's a box office success?
Why? Because it's telling a story that resonates with people without all the woke baggage. And it's not just about the movies, it's about feeling heard. Every time Gibson opens his mouth and says something that would make a Hollywood exec faint, these people are cheering. Finally, someone's saying what they've been thinking. Someone's standing up to the PC police.
Well, no, we applaud people speaking their mind. There's certainly plenty of celebrities who are saying outrageous things.
Here's the million-dollar question. Is Gibson tapping into an audience that could change the game for Hollywood? You bet he is. These people aren't just watching his movies. They're sharing his interviews, defending him on social media, and opening their wallets. They're proving that there's a hunger for something different, something that doesn't fit the woke mold. And let me tell you, this forgotten audience isn't so forgotten anymore. They're making their voices heard, loud and clear. Every ticket sold, every social media post shared. It's like a middle finger to the Hollywood elite. It's saying, we're still here, and we're not going anywhere.
Like I told you, that they want their story out there. How when you hear the news and they're sensational, you watch the news, they sensationalize stuff. They want their story told, their side of it told. Seems like he wants his side told. And I'm gonna be honest. People that have been in this industry forever and have been to all of these parties and have, had encounters with all of these industry execs, they know what's up. They know what's up, and they're starting to speak out about it. And that's just something that you weren't supposed to ever do. You were never supposed to do that, according to the powers that be. You're never supposed to do that. But if you see, like, people think Kanye is crazy. Is he? People think Dave Chappelle is crazy. Is he? People said Mel Gibson was even crazy. Is he?
After 2006 drunk driving arrest when he made widely publicized.
Why are you going to say that right after I said is he?
Tarnished his reputation.
You think Hollywood's ready to rumble with Mel Gibson, but here's the kicker. What if they're playing right into his hands? Think about it. Every time they try to shut him down, his fan base grows. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion and you can't look away. So what's Hollywood's big plan to take down Gibson? Well, they're pulling out all the stops. We're talking smear campaigns, blacklisting, the whole 9 yards.
I bet.
They're digging up every skeleton in his closet and parading them around like it's a twisted fashion show. But here's the thing. Gibson's already been through the ringer. What more can they do to the guy?
Whole place can't be like, Weird Town, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them. And
it's not just about Gibson anymore, folks. This has turned into a full-blown culture war in Tinseltown. On one side, you've got the woke brigade clutching their pearls and screaming about how Gibson's a menace to society. On the other, you've got Gibson and his supporters telling Hollywood to take their PC culture and shove it. And the tactics they're using? Man, it's getting nasty. They're not just trying to silence Gibson. They're trying to erase him from history. It's like they want to Thanos snap him out of existence.
I bet.
Every time they try to cancel him, it's like he comes back stronger. It's driving them nuts.
Because what is for you is for you. If you've been ordained, if you have been, I would say God has given me, the universe, whatever you want to call it, I call it God, has given me a spirit of discernment. Placed me here to do a certain job. I believe that same thing for Mel Gibson, and you're not going to be able to stop it. He's meant to do this,
Now, you'd think other celebrities would be lining up to take shots at Gibson, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Some of them are actually standing up for the guy. Robert Downey Jr., for example.
Yeah.
He's been singing Gibson's praises.
He also financially and emotionally supported Robert Downey Jr. when he was dealing with his addiction problems.
This award to me for a reason, because when I couldn't get sober, he told me not to give up hope, and he urged me to find my faith.
Said Gibson helped him out when he was struggling with addiction. Makes you wonder how many other celebs Gibson's helped behind the scenes.
I bet a lot.
But here's the million-dollar question. Is all this backlash actually backfiring on Hollywood? Are they just making Gibson stronger? Every time they try to shut him down, it's like they're giving him more ammo. His fans are eating it up. They're like, see? This is exactly what we're talking about. Hollywood's trying to silence anyone who doesn't toe the line.
Opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be.
So yeah, the battle lines are drawn and it's getting ugly out there. It's like a heavyweight bout and neither side's backing down. But in all this chaos, there's one thing everyone's forgetting. And trust me, it's the thing that's got Hollywood shaking in their overpriced boots. You think this is just about Mel Gibson's big mouth? Think again. There's a reason Hollywood's panicking, and it ain't just cause of some spicy interviews. Nah, it's cause Gibson's latest project is doing the unthinkable. It's making money, lots of it, and it's got the whole industry wondering, what if they've been wrong this whole time? Remember Sound of Freedom? That movie Hollywood tried to sweep under the rug.
I haven't seen that. I don't even know what that one is about. I'm gonna have to see it. You guys have to tell me in the comments, what's that movie about? I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to look it up and watch it. I don't watch movies on YouTube. I know there's several YouTubers that do. My boy L Boyd, he does, but I haven't actually seen it. You guys got to tell me about that one.
It's not just a hit, it's a freaking phenomenon.
I've never seen Hollywood quite so shaken by anything.
It's a little late.
So we'll see how it all shakes down. Hopefully it clears the air a little bit.
And let me tell you, the bigwigs in Tinseltown are losing their minds trying to explain it away. They're probably huddled in their fancy offices right now, scratching their heads and wondering how the hell this happened. But here's the thing, the numbers don't lie. This movie's not just holding its own against the big studio blockbusters, it's kicking their butts. And the audience, they're loving it. People are coming out of theaters fired up, talking about how it's tackling tough issues that Hollywood's too scared to touch.
I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it?
One guy I know said, finally, a movie that doesn't treat me like an idiot. Ouch, that's gotta sting for all those woke writers in LA. And get this, people are actually praising the movie for its bravery.
You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
When's the last time you heard someone call a Hollywood flick brave?
Yeah, typically you don't hear them say that. It is brave if you're going to go against what they're trying to push out to the world. I think there's a few agendas that they're trying to push out to the world. I won't say what they are, but I think there's a few agendas that they try to push out on us, and it's been happening to us for a long time. You got to be careful when you're somebody like him, though. You should be careful. You got to be kind of careful because you just never know. I'll leave it at that.
It's like Gibson's tapped into something that the suits have been ignoring for years. He's giving people what they want, not what some focus group thinks they should want. But here's what's really got Hollywood shaking in their boots. This might just be the beginning. Gibson's got more projects in the pipeline, and word on the street is they're just as ballsy as Sound of Freedom.
Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think,
There's talk about his next big thing, the Passion of the Christ Resurrection. You can bet that's gonna ruffle some feathers.
Hollywood insiders ever since. And yet, Gibson appears to have come out from that reputational slander rather undaunted.
See, Gibson's not just taking shots at Hollywood's precious woke ideology. He's going after their whole business model. He's proving that you don't need a massive budget or a woke stamp of approval to make a hit. All you need is a good story and the guts to tell it.
They reprimand him and they bully him and do their best to cancel him. And it succeeds. They drum him out of the service.
So what does all this mean for the future of movies? Well, let's just say things are about to get real interesting. Hollywood's got a choice to make. Keep pushing their agenda and losing money, or start listening to what people actually want to see. And something tells me they ain't gonna like either option.
I think for years they were telling everybody, let me stop that. I think for years they were telling people what they wanted to see, like what you wanted to see. Now, with social media and everybody being able to voice their opinions, I think they might have to start listening. I'm not sure. I didn't know Hollywood was losing money. I didn't know that. But I think it's time for them to listen. I think people have a voice, especially like they said, the Twitter mob. I don't know which way it leans. I'm not really into that application. You know what I'm saying, that app. But they're gonna have to listen to people in order to make money. Like Minecraft is out now. We went to see that. You know, they had to listen because Minecraft is super, super popular with kids. So, you know, with Jack Black goes viral every year. Well, they had to listen. They had to listen because he goes viral. They had to listen because the kids love him with the chicken. What was it? The chicken jockey. You know what I'm saying? They had to listen to that. And they're going to have to listen to people like Mel Gibson. You guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's talk about this one in the comments. And I'll holler at you guys in the next one. Cali, baby. See you. Bye.
Whose house? In your house.